Now, to discuss more on this matter, we are now connected live with See Today's business correspondent, Aline Wiratmaja. Good morning, Aline.
Hi, good morning, Carol. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Today is Monday. We know that things, shaping and, happening in this Monday morning. Can you tell us more about the regulation that we've talked about previously, Aline?
Yes, of course, Carol. So starting today, Monday, June 27, 2022, local or foreign investor domicile will not appear on our trading screen with the implementation of closing the investor domicile code. Market participants and investor or traders, to be exact, cannot see the foreign or domestic domicile code in real time through the online trading application screen, Carol. But information regarding the foreign and domestic transactions can still be accessed at the end of the trading day. The concealment of the investor's domicile code aims to improve market governance by reducing the practice of herding behavior among market participants. The exchange also hopes to protect traders from buying or selling pressure from foreign parties, increasing the fairness of stock prices, directing investors or traders, to be exact, to conduct research before making investment decisions by fundamental or technical analysis. Previously, since December 6, 2021, last year, Carol, actually, Indonesia Stock Exchange also has closed broker codes that are no longer available in real time. 6 months after that, today, the exchange implements the investor domicile foreign domestic code closing. The authority also mentioned will apply the normal symmetrical auto rejection limit. However, the Indonesia Stock Exchange has yet to announce the implementation date so far, Carol.
So, Lynn, of course, with this new regulations and whatnot, what can, the public can, have to foresee, especially choosing on investments and whatnot?
So, the aims of this regulation is to prohibit the herding behavior, to stop market participants, especially the traders, to make trading decisions only based on what foreign investors buy or sell. So the authority would love to see our traders level up, as in do their transaction or make their trading plan based on fundamental or technical analysis, and not only following what the investors or what the foreign investors buy or sells,
Right.
Caroline.
So it's more diligence that we need to foresee right now. And of course, Aline, we're going to talk about, the things that is, happening right now, not only on Asia, but also Southeast Asia. Now, we look at the LQ 45 top gainers last week. We noticed several poultry companies' stocks were included in this list. Does it have anything to do, especially with the chicken or poultry shortages that is happening in Singapore, not only in Singapore, but some of the regions in Southeast Asia?
Yes, you're right, Carol. This is also related to Malaysia because Malaysia become more protectionist to safeguard their own chicken supply. So we can say by the rumors, this is what we can see in our stock market last week. The sentiment of Singapore chicken shortages drove the shares prices of poultry companies in Indonesia, despite the trade negotiation. Actually, whether Indonesia can export chickens to Singapore or not is still ongoing, Carol. Indonesia and Singapore have yet to finalize the details. A bit about the chicken shortage in Singapore. Singapore is bracing for a shortage of chicken as major supplier. Neighboring country Malaysia has halted all chicken exports from the 1st of June this year, Carol. Malaysia's action is the latest sign of growing global food shortages, not only in Malaysia and Singapore, but this is global phenomenon as countries become more protectionist, scramble to shore up domestic supplies, and tame food inflation to maintain prices in their own country. The rising prices and shortages of food are the compound effects from Russia invasion of Ukraine, as well as pandemic-related supply shortages. Supply disruptions, Carol. Singapore relies largely on imported food. Maybe we can see the chart here. Data from Singapore Food Agency, or the SFA, showed nearly all of its chicken is imported, Carol, 34% from neighboring country Malaysia, 48% from Brazil, and 8% from the United States in 2021 last year. Singapore's Minister of State for Sustainability and the Environment, Desmond Tan, said that Singapore authorities have been working closely with the industry to import chicken from other sources beyond Malaysia, Indonesia included. Indonesia authorities had conducted technical discussions with Singapore and hope exports could start this month, June or July. Indonesia currently has a surplus in chicken production. Actually, Indonesia produces 55 million to 60 million birds per week, with a surplus of around 15% to 20% after domestic consumption. Exports to Singapore, which has an estimated demand of 3.6 million to 4 million birds per month, could help close the gap, Carol. So, however, Singapore wanted to actually import live chickens in order to keep their domestic slaughterhouse operational. Meanwhile, Indonesian producer preferred exporting slaughtered chickens since they lacked experience in shipping live poultry. Producers hope the negotiation will lead to realization pretty soon in order not to miss the momentum. Even though the chicken export to Singapore has yet to come to realization, Carol, the shares prices of chicken producers have gained momentum last week. The stocks of two chicken producers were among the top LQ45 top gainers last week, Carol. We can see the chart here. You can see a Charon Pokpan Indonesia CPIM gained 14.43% in a week to close at 5,750 on Friday, while Java was up 10.75% to close at 1,545. And now let's look at the chart. We do some technical analysis. As we can see from the chart, CPIN Charon Pokpan was actually in a downtrend since reaching its peak in April 2021, after creating a base since April to June 2022, ranging from the level of 4,800 to 5,400 level. Charon Pokpan showed a sign of reversal. I think it's gaining the momentum from the Singapore chicken shortages, Carol. So Japan managed to break its closest resistance, 5,400. Expect a retrace after a week of strong gain, as we know, double digit, with 5,400 level as the support now and 6,000 level as the resistance it needs to break. That's for Charon Pokpan. And then now let's look at the chart of Java. The chart of Java also similar to that of CPIM or Charon Pokpan. After hitting its peak in April 2021, Java was on a downtrend as well. From April to June this year, base was created within the range of 1,335 until 1,515. But last week, Java's reversal attempt managed to break the price consolidation range, and Java stayed above 1,515 level. To prove this reversal is valid, the next resistance level Java needs to break is 1,725. Let's see whether in the coming weeks these two poultry stocks can prove whether the reversal sign is valid or not. Back to you in the studio, Carol.
Thank you so much, Aline. Of course, after seeing your statistic and analysis data, it seems that we're confident enough if we're going to export some poultries or chickens to our neighboring countries and also Southeast Asia region. But hopefully, even though we're going to export some chickens, they prepared enough for the domestic market. And that was Aline Wiratmaja. Thank you so much, as always, for the market updates right here on the C today, especially on the C Morning Show. Thank you, Aline, and hopefully you have a great day. Thank you. Good morning to you.